In the mist-shrouded mountains of Appalachia, there exists an ancient, chilling legend that has haunted the region for generations, a tale so terrifying that even the bravest souls dare not speak her name after dark. This is the story of Soap Sally, a figure cloaked in mystery and terror, whose very presence sends shivers down the spines of children and adults alike. They say Soap Sally is an old woman, though her true age is a matter of conjecture, as no one has lived to tell the tale of her true visage. Some claim her face is caked with layers of grotesque makeup, an attempt to mask the deep lines of malice and decay etched into her skin. Others whisper that she might be a man, a grotesque creature grotesquely disguised in a twisted mockery of femininity. Her eyes, hollow and lifeless, are pits of darkness that seem to consume the very light around her. Her hands, cold and skeletal, reach out with a grip that could stop the heart of any child she touches, freezing them in place with terror. As the legend goes, Soap Sally prowls the edge of the woods at twilight, her form barely visible as she slips between the trees like a shadow. She is drawn to children who have strayed too far from the safety of their homes, those who dare to venture into the woods or linger too long in the fading light. But she doesn't simply grab them, she ensnares them, her cold, bony fingers wrapping around their wrists like iron shackles. She drags them away into the dark, her voice a raspy whisper that promises safety and warmth, all the while masking her true, horrifying intentions. The unfortunate children are never seen again. They vanish without a trace, leaving behind only the haunting echoes of their last terrified screams. But the horror doesn't end there. For Soap Sally's sinister work has only just begun. In her lair, deep within the forest, where even the bravest dare not tread, she grinds their bones into dust and renders their flesh to extract the fat. This gruesome process is the secret behind her infamous lye soap, a product so vile, so cursed, that it is said to carry the very essence of the children she murders. Each bar of soap is crafted with meticulous care, shaped into small, hand-sized forms, grotesque replicas of the children's own hands, frozen in their final desperate pleas for mercy. But the most horrifying part of the legend is what comes next. After her ghastly work is done, Soap Sally emerges from the shadows, her sack filled with the freshly made soap. She slinks into the villages under the guise of a harmless peddler, her voice a raspy whisper as she sells her wares. The unsuspecting parents, desperate for cheap soap to clean their clothes and bathe their remaining children, unknowingly purchase the remnants of their own flesh and blood. As they scrub the dirt from their skin, they are blissfully unaware of the true nature of the soap in their hands. They do not realize that the lather they work into, their skin is all that remains of their missing children, lives ground into nothing, their essence dissolved into the very soap they now use. And as they bathe their remaining children, they unknowingly spread the curse, sealing their own fate. In the days that follow a child's disappearance, Soap Sally can be seen moving from town to town, her sack never empty, her grin never fading. Her eyes gleam with a malevolent light, knowing the darkness she spreads with each sail. She revels in the suffering, the grief, the despair that lingers in the wake of her passing. And though the parents warn their children, "Be home before dark or Soap Sally will get you," they do not realize that sometimes it is already too late. For Soap Sally is always watching, always waiting, ready to claim another innocent soul and turn it into her macabre merchandise. The legend of Soap Sally is more than just a story. It's a chilling reminder of the horrors that lurk just beyond the edge of the light, waiting to drag the unwary into the shadows. So when the sun begins to set and the woods grow dark, remember, stay close to home. For if you stray too far, Soap Sally might be there, ready to lead you away into the night, never to return. As the legend continues to grow, so too does the fear it inspires. Children huddle closer to their parents as dusk falls, their eyes wide with terror as they listen for the telltale whispers in the wind. But no matter how tightly they cling to their loved ones, the fear remains, an unshakable dread that one day they too might become another victim of Soap Sally, another bar of cursed soap in her ever-growing collection. And so the story goes, a tale of blood, cruelty, and supernatural horror. A story that will make even the bravest among us afraid to fall asleep. Soap Sally is always watching, waiting for her next victim. But there's something even more terrifying about this legend that no one dares to speak of. Could you be the next to encounter her?